The head of Moldova's security services, Alexandre Mustiata, told TVR that Russia was preparing to attack them in early 2023. The head of Moldova's Information Security Service, Alexandre Mustiata, told TVR on Monday, December 19, that Russia is preparing for an invasion in early 2023. The question is not whether there will be another attack on Moldovan territory, but when. It will be early January, February or late March, April, he reported. Told the agency. According to Mustiata, his SIS in Moldova has intelligence that Russia is conducting special operations outside Ukraine and seeking to establish a connection with the unrecognized Transnistria. We can clearly say yes, they intend to come here. We can discuss what awaits us in the future, and their intentions towards Chisinau, but this is a real risk, and a very high one, the head of SIS added. The press service of the SIS later hastened to clarify the statements of their leader. In the context of the statements of the director of the SIS, Alexandre Mustiata, we clarify that he meant that the goal of the Russian Federation to create a land corridor to the Transnistrian region remains valid today, and a new offensive by the Russian Federation in this direction may take place in 2023, they said in a statement. They added that the Russian attack on Moldova could be implemented depending on how the situation in Ukraine develops. TVR reported on Monday that Moscow's target in the event of an invasion of Moldova could be an ammunition depot in the village of Kolbasna in Transnistria on the border with Ukraine. It is considered one of the largest in Europe. A task force of Russian troops is engaged in its protection. In 2019, Sergei Shoigu, the head of the Russian Ministry of Defense, during a visit to Moldova, offered to remove or eliminate ammunition from warehouses in Kolbasny. However, this initiative was not implemented. Before taking over control of the Moldovan SIS in the summer of 2022, Alexandre Mustiata worked as an expert on Soros Foundation projects and as an advisor to Moldovan Prime Minister Natalia Gavrilitsa. Russian Senator Andrei Klimov called Mustiata's words directed at Western audiences information garbage. People who create breaking news like this are not doing it for us. Moldovan politicians want to be remembered in Moldova, he said. Klimov continued, perhaps to remember the sponsors who ensured her victory. Maybe to ask someone for money to repel a non-existent attack. But all this has little to do with reality, he stated, as reported by Lenta.ru. The problem is that everyone who shares these pseudo-values of the West, in addition to information garbage, produces very dangerous sparks that can lead to another fire in Eastern Europe. This is really a game with fire, which is already enough, he added.